My parents, as like most parents, did never want to talk about it.
Yeah.
When I learned about camp, I thought it was like summer camp.
Yeah.
A lot of people my age did too, because the Nisei, my mom's generation, they didn't want to talk about it. And so when Jeffrey wanted to know a little bit about it, for school, he asked me to interview Mom, and she didn't like that at all. She didn't want to talk about it. We were so poor, the only entertainment we could have is going to the drive-in, because you take all the kids and everybody for one carload, right? She didn't want us to let people see that we're using chopsticks. And she said it's shame, you know. Nothing is changing. Nothing's changing. It seems like it's getting worse sometimes.
Yeah. It does.
Well, I worked at the Asian Women's Center before I worked at ADAAP. But before that, it was all volunteer for Asian involvement. Yellow Brotherhood, Asian Hardcore, it was all just here and there and a volunteer. It was called Asian Involvement. Japanese American Community Services had a office in Tokyo, and a whole bunch of us lived together, and there were so many of us that a lot of us didn't have a car. So Sandy, my Cheryl, the girl that went with me today, she and maybe one or two other women would come every morning and pick us all up and take us there, and then we'd find some way home. Me and another guy, we'd work all the day in the office. Then it just consisted of office work, answering the phone. There was a hotline there that people slept there and answered the hotline. Parents would call us and say, my kid is running crazy on drugs, I need you to come get him. Just things of that nature.
Why do you feel like the Little Tokyo community is so tight?
Just being there all the time, you see how much work is being done by these young people. Yeah, I think just working together. And see, I'm older than most of them, and so the people who are a little bit younger than me, who really, there's women that are really working to do so much for the community. I have friends that are teaching senior classes, or I don't know, they're just amazing people.
What's your best advice for people my age who are trying to make a difference?
Get involved. If you want to make a difference, you got to help. You got to get involved and do what you can for the community.
Do you feel like there is a place, a safe place, community space for Japanese people in LA, other than the JACCC?
In LA? I don't know.